you got on?
Michigan.
My mom got some stupid steak.
I
I hate it.
don't like to get involved in family
Please
drama.
don't, because it goes down over in this house.
So,
It's going to go down.
you know.
This game, it got real nasty over here.
Yeah, because they lost.
So T,
Yeah.
today we're doing power.
I don't care for no power. Why?
But that's what we're doing. We're doing power, season 2, episode 7. So before we get started,
What you gonna tell?
Smash that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe to my mom. Make
And
sure.
Rhonda.
And Rhonda has.
I'll say it with Rhonda and T.
You know what? And guys, go on TikTok and subscribe to Auntie Rhonda's TikTok.
Oh,
what's up? You're the best advertiser ever. All right, so you staying or we get ready to get started?
Let's get it going.
Power. Season 2, episode 7 opens with Drew and his daddy Tejada. Look like they taking down the stash house. Look, everything is a stash house to me. I guess that's what that was. Drew came in there, guns blazing. They took out Aquino. That was the plan.
I told you. I told you
guessing-
last week. He seemed too ready. He didn't seem like, before it was like, I don't want to do it. His daddy came. He seemed all the way in.
1 minute he can't shoot, but his aim was on point that day because he took that nigga out. How come every time there's a scene where you gotta take out the leadership, he's over there banging some chick?
That's the power scene. That's the power scene. That must be, I don't know, this must be a fantasy for 50 or something, because we had that in every single one of his shows.
Ladies, don't be fucking niggas at the stash house. It's not a good look.
That was nasty anyway. It looked like he was in
It was like a dungeon.
building. It looked like he had rats running
Did you see the
around.
rat? I thought I saw a rat.
Yeah, that's nasty.
So after Drew shoots the girl, shoots Aquino, he goes over to the girl talking about, you ain't seen nothing, you ain't gonna say nothing. And she's like, no, I won't say nothing. Lorenzo looks at this man and he's like, you got this handle. He's like, yeah. They turn around and he shoots the girl. Drew, of course he has to shoot the girl. What are you talking about? Don't say nothing. That's not how this works.
But you know what I did? I had a flashback of Ghost. I was like, see, that's how Ghost got caught up when he left that girl.
That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Drew.
That's the only thing I could think of. I was like, no, we got to kill the girl.
Drew, people gotta die. That's all this is. We can't be busting up into people's situations, shoot niggas, and then be saying, don't say nothing.
Yeah, no,
You
that
ain't
ain't
no
gonna work.
mask or nothing. You looking at the girl straight up. She
Right.
like with details.
At
And he
least
had a
Ghost
whole
had
good
his
cheek.
Ghost had his face covered, but she recognized his voice.
But you remember last season, Uncle Frank came home from jail because he done snitched to get out, and Kane had to take him out. Kane did, whether he had to or not. That's what Kane did, because that's what Kane does. But his wife Evelyn shows up. She shows up at the bar. She wants to confront Monet. Like, I haven't seen Frank. She just came from out of nowhere. I haven't seen Frank. And last thing he said was he was coming over your house. How long was that ago? It wasn't like yesterday.
Last season.
Girl, where you been? Look, the last thing you heard. Anyway, child.
I was like, hey, 21 Jump Street. I mean, New York Undercover.
New
That's
York
what I was like, when she
Undercover.
came in, I was like, hey.
New York Undercover.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that was a long time ago. New York
That's the first thing
Undercover.
popped in my mind. It was New York Undercover.
Not me. I was like, I know that lady from somewhere, but I don't know where I know her from.
She was on How to Get
She's
You
like,
watched that recently.
what, New York Undercover?
How to Get Away with Murder. She was on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she been on a lot of stuff. But when I was looking at her, I was like, oh, hey, girl, but she came over to tell Monique, like I said, that Frank she ain't seen Frank. She don't know what's up. Monet is like, I don't know where that nigga at. Clearly he got distracted on the way to my house. But, here's some money, get your family's life together. I don't know how much money she had in that wallet.
It looked like a lot.
That my homeboy gave her to go shopping with. She saved her shopping money just in case of an emergency.
I was like, she need to be keeping that money to pay for them lawyer fees while she giving away stacks of money at a time.
She gave away that stack. And homegirl was like, yeah, well, you tell Lorenzo, keep his eyes open. So I have a feeling 21 Jump Street, New York Undercover will be back. I don't think that's the last of her.
Yeah, no, should have killed her.
Davis and Sachs meet up with Tariq. I guess they were at a church or something. They meet up with Tariq. They got footage from the day Ramirez got killed, and it looks like him. How it look like him? Because he black and he got a hoodie
Because he was
on.
black. Because other than that, him and Kane don't look nothing alike.
That's all it takes, officer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woo! Tariq said he wasn't nowhere near there. He was with homegirl that used to be Davis's assistant back in the day when they was, smashing.
Mm-hmm.
He was with her at Rockefeller Center. And Sachs was like, what's up with that? What's up with that? You fucked her, didn't you? Well, duh.
That's what he do.
That's what he does. Come on.
That's what you do, Stacks. That's what you clearly been doing.
I mean, it's been working in our favor, Sachs, so keep doing what you're doing. But anyway, they want to, get Tariq to find, they're going to check out the alibi. He's going to go talk to Paula and see, that's her name, Paula. He's going to go talk to Paula and see, like, if she's going to be cooperative enough to even say that she'll be that alibi for Tariq. Tariq is back at the dorm going through the yearbook that he got from the Weston's home. And he finds a picture of homeboy's daddy and his friend in blackface. Apparently he was dressed up as OJ, holding Nicole in a headlock. And I don't know what his daddy was doing. Was daddy Nicole? But that was enough.
Daddy was Nicole, is what he said.
His daddy was Nicole. White folks got some, I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all got some very strange humor. Like, I don't know why that would be funny on any front.
And then you kept the picture of it.
And you kept the picture.
Knowing the climate that's been going on, knowing people been getting in trouble, I would have been and got rid of that picture.
Wonder how many of your friends' parents got blackface pictures in their photo album.
Girl.
I mean, you in particular, I just mean, us all in general. Anyway, Braden said he can't use that picture. He's not gonna try to put his family out there like that. And Tariq was like, you hate your family. This is gonna help my family. So now they got
no, that ain't how that works, Tariq. That ain't how that right.
Why did he just take the picture or take a picture of the picture? Why did he just look through the book and don't say nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully he gets his hands on that picture. He went to tell Tate about the situation, and he was like, he didn't shake him the picture, but he told him about the picture, and he said, only problem is we got to keep the Westons out of it. Tate was like, nigga, we're not keeping nobody out of nothing. You facing a murder charge. You got to get that picture over here so we can get this business done, or we don't have no business. This episode seemed like it was just real quick scenes, like they was just moving through things real quickly. So from there, we in the classroom, and what are we talking about this week, boys and girls? Should we make decisions for other people without their consent? Bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Should we make decisions for other people without their consent?
Why would she make that her question?
I find that to be a ridiculous question. Who are we talking about? Like, are we talking about our kids? Because I make decisions about their consent all the time.
But why would that be her question and she know what she just did to that girl? So why would that be her question? Are you trying to some thought on the situation?
Well, speaking of which, Jen Laura says some slick under her breath like, bitch, yeah, I guess you do when it's gonna
right, clearly you do.
Like, Lauren is pissed, as she should be. But Carrie goes straight for Tariq. Tariq, do you want to answer the question? The kids go back and forth, they're bantering, and the cops do, the politicians do, the ethnicity. And somebody said, well, Stansfield does. They made decisions to come sweeping all the rooms, and poor Lauren got busted with drugs in her room. And Tariq's like, so well, what happened? Tariq,
Open them
how do you
ears,
not know
Tariq.
about that? You ain't know your girl got busted? Nope, you didn't. That happened all the way back before she had the wire. She didn't say nothing to you? Huh. You need to be better at picking up.
Said on Facebook. So Tariq in college and he only go to this one class.
And I'll only go to one class. Look like
That's all he needs, just one class.
he barely comes to that class. He comes in, answers a question, and then he got bounced because he's
He always come in late.
he's the busiest student on the campus.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
He chased her outside to find out what was up. Like, what? How come you didn't tell me? You know what had happened? And she's like, "Bitch, you broke up with me. I gotta tell you shit. You keep
But
stuff
she
away
don't.
from me." And you know, all the time. Well, that's for your own good. If that ain't Ghost, I don't know what is. I feel like every time Ghost had an excuse, it was because he did it for somebody's own good. I did it to protect you. She wasn't trying to hear it. And while they're talking, Professor Carrie, like, you know, she eyeballing Lauren at every step, seems like to see, you know, what she got going on. Carrie tries to convince Lauren not to, you shouldn't even talk to him. She's like, bitch, seems as though you connected with every damn body in this shit. So fuck away from me with that.
Fine.
Everybody.
My question, how did that get out? How did everybody, all of a sudden, everybody knew that?
What? That she got busted?
That no. That old girl, the teacher is with everybody now. Like now it's like a whisper. Everybody knows she was with the student and Jabari. Like, did I miss something?
No, you didn't.
Like all of a sudden, everybody know.
Lauren might have put it out there. You know, you said, well, Lauren, she might have put it out there.
Because Tyreek told her last week.
Told her, you know, the girl.
So she went out there and spread it.
Her and Big Black Keisha is roommate.
She told, okay, so that's why. Because I'm sitting up here like, how everybody know about
You know
her?
what he said? She was telling.
Mhm.
So, you know, she probably, well, you know how they talk.
She
And
went and
Keisha went
told.
her mouth.
Well, of course. I would told that too.
Come on, that's good juice.
She got something right there.
Who ain't got, you know.
And he been all on the news for a murder and stuff, and she was sleeping with him. Oh yeah, ain't nobody gonna keep that. We gonna talk about that one.
Well, I mean, it's juicy enough to find out that your teacher is banging a student.
And then the main basketball player that been in all this trouble too.
And the teacher that's murdered. That's always juicy. I feel like there's always two teachers that are rumored to, you know, have a thing.
Girl, because I knew about one when I was in high school, child. I was like,
you had teachers at high school that were getting on?
girl, this one dude, he was messing around with this little girl. And whole thing.
Well, I went to high school with somebody who ended up in a relationship with one of the coaches. Yeah.
I think he was the principal, girl. Now that I think about it.
Nobody wanted to sleep with my principal.
Principals. He was the principal was messing around with that girl.
Yeah. Well, Professor Carey is messing around with students and teachers and police detectives and lawyers, and there ain't a whole lot of people in this town that she ain't slept with. So that's all out in these streets. Davis meets up with Paula. She's sitting there, you know, all dressed in white. He rolls up on her and, you know, tells her that Tariq said that, you know, she was an alibi, you know, that he was with her that night that Ramirez went missing. And she was like, she was, but I don't think you want me saying nothing because I was showing him a video illegally obtained by your partner of him confessing to killing his father.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the fact he had plenty of time still to do that. You know, I already checked the timeline, so it's a no. I'm gonna go ahead and say, leave me out of your shit. Put your wedding ring on and get the fuck out of here.
Cause he acted like, did he really think he was that suave? That was
He take his ring off.
He fine though, so I don't care. That's Method Man, y'all.
Hey TT.
Road.
Hey TT. Guess what? You get your husband a big old ring, he still take that bitch off if you want to. And you meet it up with the side piece. He put that ring in his pocket like she did not
Not TT. And not TT.
I'm just saying.
Over here.
She over here trying to buy big old bands. So Paula stood up. He thought she was getting ready to cheers, and she poured her drink on his shoes. And we know Davis don't play about his suits, his shoes, like
His cars.
his cars, his watches. She done messed up his shoes, but you know, he liked it a little bit because he said that's a bad bitch. Just don't make sense. So Tariq shows up at the office because now he done found out that Lauren was over here getting busted by the police, and he feels like this may have something to do with why I got in trouble. I'm just
You
saying.
think?
My
Mhm.
ex-girlfriend and Sax is like, what she look like? They're like, what difference?
That's
does it
the
make?
one.
Well, I mean, because Sax is sleeping with the DA, like he did see her in the office the week before. So he got to, you know, look at her picture, and then he blew it off like, yeah, no, she don't look familiar. But Davis peeped that, you know, someone right about that. So he sends, you know, Tariq on his way, and then he questions Sax about it. And Sax is like, I saw her at the DA's office, and she's definitely on the list of people that's going to be testifying against, you know, Tariq. She's a witness for the prosecution. Did we move over to Drew and Everett? These things was just so quick to me. Drew and Everett getting it in. They better get it while they can, because I don't know how that's going to turn out. While they're getting in, Detective Kevin shows up. Now, out the blue, he wants to question Everett one more time. So Drew jumps
Where'd
up.
he come from? Like, I forgot he was even in it. Out the blue, he didn't popped up. We ain't seen him in how many
And
episodes?
why is he back at Everett's dorm, like a all pieces?
Right.
What's his name? I don't know how he's trying to hide his sexuality, but Drew stay up at the dorm like they just besties. Ain't no nigga over there at the college dorm, and he don't go there. You got other friends to play video games with. Like, come on. Anyway, Everett tells Popo, like, nope, I don't have nothing to say. I'm done talking about that. I done said what I had to say. I don't have nothing new to add. And the whole time, the police is looking at his clothes on the floor, like trying to put two and two together. And I was like, he knows, he like all looking all up in the boy's dorm.
Anybody clothes. This is dorm room. That could have been his clothes on the floor.
His clothes on the floor.
It's a boy and it's a dorm room. Like most kids, most teenagers got clothes laying on the floor. Nosy.
I don't know what conclusion he came up with that, but you know, he's a detective. So anyway, so Dante, he rolls up on the basketball court. He's just like, forget Monet and whatever she had to say. He walks up to Zeke. He, you know, want to play a little one-on-one. Zeke is like, nah, I'm good. I'm just practicing my shot. He said, Jazz, one of your feet a half size smaller than the other? And he was like, yeah, how you know? Dante said, runs in the family. Come to find out, this nigga Dante is my cousin. This fool just stood up here and said his name is Dante Spears. I said, oh, no, you not.
Yes, he is a Spears.
I ain't seen his picture, not none of the family photos.
I saw it.
And my family photo? That's questionable. We gonna leave that on the table.
Look here. If I'm discovering new cousins, you got new cousins too. So
listen here. I
say
say
it's in the family.
Is he Puerto Rican or is he light skinned? Spears ain't no Latino name.
He probably no. He just light skinned.
He light skinned. Huh. Well, I like him better than Tejada anyway.
Oh, definitely Tejada. Ugh.
So he tells this dude he's his father. He shows him a tattoo talking about this is where you got the name from, and told him to go ask his mama. He don't know who his mama is. Dante, he ain't even ask her because he doesn't know that Auntie is actually his mama. But he sent him, you know.
He was gonna go ask his real mama.
Do she know? Would she know she didn't have a baby?
She know that ain't her baby.
We don't know if she know the daddy. So meanwhile, Carrie's sitting in her office. The girls is on some type of chat, like Clubhouse or something, talking about how she's a hoe. She's a whole subject of the chat. She's a hoe. She was messing around with Zeke. She was messing around with Professor Jabari. They sitting there breaking the whole thing down. So now she knows that the whole campus knows all her teeth. Just while she's sitting there, Tate walks in, asking her, why didn't you get no invitation? How come I didn't get no invitation to the memorial dinner? Well, because you didn't know the nigga, and they just kept it to people who actually knew him. So while they're talking, the dean rolls in and was like, listen, Carrie, it's a lot of talk about you out here in these streets, and I think maybe it's a good idea if you don't do the speech. And so when he told her that, Tate was back in the door just trying to defend her. Well, that's just not right. We might as well just put a scarlet letter on her chest. And this is just, so, you know, he defended her. Long story short, the dean was like, felt pressure to be like, okay, well, we'll go ahead and let her, you know, do the
That's all
speech.
it took, huh? Another
That's
man
all it
say,
took.
don't do it.
That darn Tate is one persuasive young man.
Well, I tell you.
Well, then he asked her, so I know you get a +1. Now that you're back invited, I'm going to be your guest, right?
As well as he should be at that point, because you was not invited.
I'm gonna be entertained at least watching her be manipulated by every person here because I can't stand her. I want to see her sweat every time I see her on site. Monique is mad, like she's always mad. She's mad because Zeke missed the meeting with the recruiter, the agent, or whoever he was supposed to meet with. So she goes over to his place. She finds him packing, talking about he about to go see his mama. Some light-skinned nigga rolled up on him and said he was his daddy. And she was like, no, you're not going anywhere. It's a long story, but your father's in prison for life. Why would she think that? Monet, that was a really dumb lie. That was a dumb lie. Like,
that was a dumb lie.
He's gonna still want to go find out who he is then?
Yeah, now that I know he alive.
He got taken. Who is it?
Right.
Y'all said he was dead.
Look him up.
For whatever reason, that made him sit still for a minute. This boy, I swear. Then she confronts Dante. Why did you tell Zeke? Why she think she controlling shit?
She ain't controlling none in her house. That little girl bucking up to her like
they're telling him leave Zeke alone and leave me alone. She's storming about it. He's looking at her like, okay then, I got something for that ass.
He had something for her.
Tariq calls Tamika. Why? Because she ain't finna help. Tamika told him she can help him. She can help him get a deal and he can sit in jail for 5 years.
He should know Tamika going legit. She ain't gonna do nothing illegal. Like, when have you ever seen her step out of line? That was dumb.
I guess he had to try. He said he ain't no snitch.
Okay.
It's probably a bad idea for the snitch. Like, see, he's not a regular guy out here in these streets. Snitching ain't gonna go well for him. You know, and Tamika, he's just a baby. He can't go to jail. We got to figure out something else. We've got to find another plan. Dante and Tejada meet up. They ain't standing there looking like they cousins. I mean, they rolled up. Tejada rolls up with Drew. Kane talking about he can leave. He don't even have to be here. Poor Kane.
Kane and Abel.
Tejada
gonna kill Abel.
Not Tejada. Dante, Mecca. Mecca is in control of everyone now. He's in control of Kane. He's in control of Lorenzo. He's in control of Monet and Zeke. Well, I guess that's neither here nor there. But he agreed to be a supplier for Tejada. And for a larger cut in the situation, I help you get your soldiers up too. So now, not only is he running stuff, but he got his people in the organization. Now, is that how the organization works? Am I really gonna take some soldiers from a nigga I don't know to come help
I
me?
don't trust your soldiers.
We do that?
No,
I don't know that that's a good idea. So how are you in charge? Because your decisions are not that smart either. You just met this dude. And your only like connection to him is Kane? Well, Dante said he was going to be supplying only Tahada, which means now Monet and her Course Connect situation is completely cut off because he's mad. But Monet, you
What's
thought
he
you were
mad?
in charge, and guess what? You're not. Because you didn't
Right.
get your baby daddy, also your Connect.
she's not bright at all.
None of them are. Dante is playing them all like the fools that they are. We get to the memorial. Carrie goes over to Lauren, confronts her again. Carrie, why don't you leave her alone? She ain't fucking with you, period. She ain't fucking with you. She don't want to talk to you. She don't want to look at you. She hates you. She just told the whole school you're a hoe. And now they're all talking about it right here in this very room where you're standing. The Westons are over there being assholes. Like, they're horrible people, the Westons.
We're typical rich white people. It's typical.
That daughter's awful, that mama's awful, they're just awful.
Yeah.
Tate walks over to Weston and, confronts him pretty much like on some fake shit. Like, yeah, looking forward to, seeing you more and blah, blah, blah. And just want to put a bug in your ear. Your homeboy Sweeney, there's some pictures about to come out and it's not a good look. So you might want to convince him to step out of his seat because otherwise, things could go wrong. And Weston said, I don't take the black man. And Tate said, well, you take the black face. And he knew exactly what that was about. Meanwhile, Brady's standing in the corner like, God, no. I said we wasn't going to do that. My question
But
is,
here's my thing. You done said something before. You ain't even got
we
the,
got the picture.
you think he ain't gonna go home and look for that book? You ain't got it. You should have just shut your mouth.
Unless he does have it.
You think he went back and got it? Or you think Tariq took a picture? No, because Tariq would have gave him the picture.
I'm just saying this might have played out afterwards, after they had their conversation and he told Tariq, like, you don't get to like keep that secret. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hope he got it.
I hope he has it.
Over there
'Cause I
running his
said that. I
mouth.
was like, if you don't have it, then you just screwed everything. Just jumping the gun. Sometimes your anger will do that to you. I will admit, like sometimes your anger will make you just do too much too fast.
Right.
Carrie starts her speech and the room starts like audibly whispering where she can hear everyone. I was like, is it on the internet? Are they all looking at their phone? Because they started some pictures of stuff that came out. So she got all the bears, froze, ran off the stage. Tate went following behind her to tell her, it's okay. We've all been at a low, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel sorry for her. And, the more she gets it, the better for me. Now Lauren is feeling some type of way, so she shows up at Tariq's dorm room to tell him she's sorry. I'm sorry. And Tariq is like, girl, I don't know what you got going on, but now I don't trust your ass either. You over here to talk to the police. All of a sudden I'm locked up. Diane walks up. And she's like, oh, sorry, I could come back. And he's like, now he's acting like an asshole. Oh, no, you good. Come on. And he looks at Lauren and was like, so I got to go. And plus my lawyer told me I shouldn't probably talk to you anyway. These girls be trying to be out here in these streets, don't know what they damn doing. Diana, what are you doing over there?
Shirley. Her name is Shirley.
Diana, Shirley? Well,
yeah, they said that was Shirley Caesar. Remember they said Mary J. Blige was choking Shirley Caesar?
That shit was hilarious.
Now that's all I see is Shirley.
And I said, if she's Shirley, then who's Barbara? Is Barbara, is it Effie or is it Lauren? Barbara, this is So yeah, Shirley paying for everything. Child. So then that's Effie, that's Barbara.
Yeah,
Be like, I fuck that nigga.
but she just wanted some. If it none of that, and I told you don't do it, but you hard headed.
But you did it. Tariq is out here
Mhm.
being for the street. Before he wasn't getting no booty from nowhere. And in 3 weeks' time, he didn't got booty from Lauren, Effie, and Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Now Diana gonna be out here sprung, and he don't. Diana, I really think he likes you the least of everyone. I think
Yeah.
he likes you the least of everyone. Him and Effie are friends that have benefits. I don't think they either one of them are in love with each other. And you know, Lauren, you're just the ops.
Yeah.
So now we got Drew and Kane. Your Cain and Abel scene finally.
No, it ain't happened yet because somebody gonna get killed.
I mean, but this is the beginning. This is the beginning of
Yeah.
Cain versus Abel. So Drew out there telling Cain, like, you dumbass, who told you to put that police badge in Tariq's dorm? And if we found it, I figured it out there. How long you think before the cops don't figure it out? You think you
Absolutely.
running shit now because you with daddy, but you ain't running shit. Drew said, you're too stupid to run anything. You just a dumb dog with a different master. And I was like, that part's true, except for the part where Dante's all y'all's dumbasses master. So Cain calls Everett a snitch, and then these niggas start breaking furniture and fight with each other like brothers do. Monet gonna be mad because they done bust her glass, but Monet's always mad, so nobody cares.
No.
Tyler came downstairs and breaks up the fight. Asked Drew if his homeboy is your boy, is your dude, is he a snitch? No, he's not a snitch. Well, y'all clean this shit up, and you better make sure you know that that's true. You better make sure that he's not snitch. I don't know. I think I would put my money on Drew. I think I would put my money on Drew.
Oh, Drew and Cain? Absolutely. Did you see Drew shoot the shot?
Yeah.
Cain ain't shooting like that.
And he's stupid.
Yeah.
So they decide that they're gonna try to use Jasmine as an alibi for Tariq that night of the shooting. I knew there was a reason back then that he told her specifically what time I was here at 8 o'clock. I knew a reason why he told her that, but she's so confused. I don't know, was it light? Was it dark? I don't remember. I went to the store, like, she don't know. They had this little girl so stressed out, and she's a little girl, so nobody should be trying to put her on the stand anyways. Way too easy, just like that, to catch her in a lie. They didn't even have to try very hard because she's looking at Tariq like, was it dark or was it light? Tariq didn't go over enough details for her before, you know. And they're not stupid. You can't just say you were somewhere. Police always gonna have a question you didn't anticipate, you know, them asking. But
Ask Dummy. See how they did the little interview with Dummy when he was on the news. So if they could trip him up, and that wasn't even the police. Imagine what the police gonna do.
Little girl, yeah. Well, Tariq didn't want it. He shut it down. He was like, we're not putting her on the stand, so let's find something else. That's probably the smartest thing he could have done, because putting her on the stand was only going to get him in more trouble. She was already stressed out. Cain tells Monet that Mecca cut them off. So now they're just like, oh no, where am I going to get the money for the lawyer? And I don't know. Ask Daddy.
So after Daddy came home, you just quit trying to figure out who his connect was, because you was hell bent on trying to find out who the connect was. Now that's not even the issue no more.
She got so much going on. She got Dante over here trying to tell Zeke he the daddy, and you know, she walked in the house and told Diana just to get the fuck out the way, just because she was just sitting there.
She's sick of Shirley.
She just sitting
She's
there
sick of
like,
Shirley
get your
and her
ass
shit.
out of my way. You know what's the trip? Monet, why you got text messages popping up on your phone where you could read the text messages?
Right, because she did, and she looked over and saw it.
She saw it. I don't like that feature anyway. It's just bound to get you in trouble. And she got drunk. She got secrets. You can't have secrets and have
And
your.
Shirley ass is nosy as hell, so you know she's gonna be out there trying to find out.
They don't even act like they like each other. They
They
hate
don't-
each other. I mean, Monet gets annoyed with Diana on site. She just.
They the same age.
Did you say they're the same
Two
age?
grown women, yeah, two grown women in the house together. That don't work. They sister wives.
Well, I guess when it comes to daddy. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
So Drew gonna kill Everett? That's how we gonna do things, Drew? We just gonna roll up on your man in the middle. I was like, it's people everywhere. You just walking down the street with a gun in your hand. You just gonna kill your boo, just like that, huh?
If he had did it, he would have been the hardest. If he would have pulled that off, I would have been like, "Don't mess with Drew."
Yeah,
Drew.
because if he would have did that, he would have turned evil for real. Like his heart, he would have just, his heart would have just been, it's gonna happen. Something gonna happen to the boy.
Mhm.
Everett, find your way out of this situation. Well, while he's like plotting to kill him, literally walking up on him, behind him, Everett texted him and was like, "I miss you," and all of a sudden he got little feelings and "I miss you too," and changed his mind, and to be continued. Zeke is sitting at the crib. Diana comes in, so he's telling her about his new daddy. And she's like, "What? That's tight." I feel like there's a reason why she's the one he told, to.
Because
like,
she'd read the text.
She'd have read the text. They gonna put two and two together. Now she over there having pillow talk with Tariq. Somebody gonna figure it out. She sat up there and told Tariq all of this.
Everything. Everything. Y'all telling too much.
Y'all all got your mama's dumbass brain.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why that was a thing. He didn't even give you none yet. You telling him all the business before he give you the dick? What if it was terrible?
She wouldn't know.
I guess not. So I was curious, say methadone. So Davis comes out of his office. He gets in his car, and somebody holds a gun to his head, threatening him. This dummy, he threatening him, and my name better not come out of your mouth. And he like, if Tariq go down, you go down, bro. I'm assuming you're the one that put the police badge in his, dorm. So if Tariq go down, you going down.
So now, which he did not know who the person was, now he 100% sure
He knows.
who the person is. He
No,
see
no.
this is what I'm talking about. That's that dumb stuff we talking about with you. You are a dummy.
He get out the car and Davis is like, "Tell your mama I said hello, Kane." Dummy. He knows
Dumb.
you by name. What a dummy. How does men take over another stash house? I mean, I guess they just sweep in the streets,
He trying to get back out there.
Well, he got all, and that chick is like Dante's right hand. Like she's the chick that was riding around in the Camaro. Like you got his right hand right there in the middle of the mix. That just doesn't seem smart to me.
Mm-mm.
And I bet you she's a better shot than Drew.
Yeah.
You think there's a girl in the mix is the reason, because she's a bad bitch.
She's Stone Cold Killer.
The DA Sachs and Tamika show up at Tariq's dorm with a deal. They got it, the DA just excited as hell. She just, all you gotta do is name who the real murderer is, and you get to go to jail for 5 years. And Tariq said, "I ain't no snitch. We're not doing that. So y'all gonna have to figure something else out." So they leave upset. Tamika said, "Don't call me no more. If you ain't gonna listen," I don't know what he called her for in the first place, but
I don't either. They just wanted Tamika back on there, I guess, because I didn't make sense.
Well, none of that makes sense because she's not, like you said, she's not gonna do dirt. And Tariq ain't volunteering to go to jail, and I don't blame him. They would have to put me in jail. I'm not gonna agree to go to jail for 5 years.
Right.
Davis rolls up on Sack there at a bar. He confronts him about trying to make a deal behind his back. I don't know why Sack didn't figure he wasn't gonna find out. So while they're going over paperwork that the DA has, he's like, we need to find out who's representing, because now we know Lauren for sure is on the DA's list. We need to find out who's representing her. So come to find out, Carrie is representing Lauren. How is that gonna work? How are you representing her as her attorney? Is she a lawyer?
I thought she used to work for the police department, but I don't know.
So you done bamboozled this girl and let her use you as, her parents got a lot of money. What's gonna happen when they find out?
Right, because if she, how you doing this without the parents even knowing? She gonna go all the way to court and we not gonna, nothing?
I don't know, but Davis went over her house to confront her. They start arguing with who to take down the most bodies. Both of y'all is hoes. So I don't know who gonna win that contest, but one thing has nothing to do with the other, because she should be very afraid that Davis is gonna rip her and Lauren apart if it comes to Lauren having to be on the stand. She gonna mess around and be going to jail. She gonna mess around and the murder gonna be on her. That's how that's gonna turn out.
And that's how it should have been.
We
Now-
hope.
Back on the white cop side. She did it. Go get her.
Go get her.
Go get her.
Kane and Tariq, have a quick meetup in the alley. Kane lets Tariq know that ain't no money. The plug to cut us off. And so you're gonna have to, you smart. He tired of everybody calling him dumb. You smart nigga, you figure out where to get the money from. It's out there, you gonna get it.
And he will, because he is smart. So he will.
So I feel like this episode was just like a setup for whatever is supposed to happen next week. You got a lot of information, but everything, like I said, was moving real quick. We was from one scene to another scene. They didn't really live in any moments for very long. The baby daddies that met up. That's not really how I thought that was gonna go, but it's gonna be interesting, like to see how deep Tejada gets in there before he finds out that,
Well, at least now we know that they didn't know each other, because I swore Tejada knew him, so I guess he don't. So that's
he's not related to Tejada, or they don't know each other. But
where my boy at? Come on, D, give it to him. He trying to pause this game. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
No,
Okay.
stop it. Smack that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
All right.
We'll see
See you on the next video.
Bye.